Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James H. Anise, and for Thanksgiving this year, we're looking at Blood Rage, a movie made in 1983, but not released until 1987. When I realized how bad Thanksgiving 3 was, and that's the only Thanksgiving sequel there is, the whole joke is that there's no Thanksgiving 2, I knew I wouldn't be able to stomach making an entire kill count about it. I mean, look at it.
Mix with that cream on my face, no perms, no worms, got a fat ass dick, spray it on my hickey.
So I set off to find another Thanksgiving-themed horror movie, and down from the heavens came Blood Rage, which is a batshit insane B-movie slasher that instantly became one of my favorite sleazy horror movies. Blood Rage is about a pair of twin brothers, one of whom frames the other for a murder when they're kids. 10 years later, the innocent brother escapes a mental institution to return home on Thanksgiving night,
so he can confront the real killer, his twin brother.
Actor Mark Soper plays both of the twin brothers, and honestly, dude, to his credit, they feel like very different characters. So good work, Mark.
Blood Rage is a standard slasher that's heavy on the gore and like uranium heavy on the sex,
but it's also got a real charm to it because of how bizarrely written and acted it is, with a particularly standout performance from Louise Lasser of Mary Hartman as the beleaguered, wine-chugging single mom of the burdensome twins. I had an amazing time watching this, so let's have an amazing time counting the kills. The movie begins in 1974 at a drive-in movie theater. Oh, in Jacksonville. Not sure why that's relevant, but I guess Florida, you know? As patrons pull up to the theater, we get a title card saying Slasher? What? Yeah, apparently it was produced as Slasher, released in limited theaters as Nightmare at Shadow Woods, and then released to video as Blood Rage. Gotta love a movie with 3 titles. The opening credits show us that the patrons of this theater are an awful horny bunch. Well, mostly. Fuck off, Cheech, she's here to watch the movie. But at least these kids are being safe about their hanky-panky, thanks to this black market condom dealing nerdy dude played by Ted freaking Raimi in his first actual film role. Yeah, that's Sam's younger brother who played Henrietta in Evil Dead 2. Also, I love that his customer here has a sense of brand loyalty.
I like Trojans.
Maddie Simmons is here on a date while her 2 twin sons sleep in the back of the car. Wait, what the fuck? Is that a rifle just laying across them as they sleep? Turns out the kids aren't actually sleeping though, and are well aware of their mother's sexual proclivities.
Mom said it again.
So they sneak out to avoid any developmental trauma that may have arisen from seeing their mom getting motorboated. One of the twins, Terry, grabs a shiny hatchet out the back of a truck and trots on over to a car where the Trojan fan is making it with a lady. When the dude realizes a kid is spying in on his Friday night delights, he tells the tow-headed freak to scram. But that just gets him a fucking axe in the head. Holy shit, dude! This kid is fucking serious about it too. He hits that poor USC fan like 7 times in the face. This nasty opening kill immediately establishes that Blood Rage ain't fucking around. Oh, also establishing what this movie is right off the bat? The fact that the chick in the car gets out and runs away buck-ass naked in a very long shot. Terry the evil twin plants the murder weapon on his brother Todd and smears blood on his face. When Maddie finds them, Terry tells her that Todd is to blame for the blue-balled corpse in the car, and Todd doesn't make any argument against it? Okay. Flash forward 10 years. The costume department must have decided that Maddie had a little lamb as she visits Todd in a mental institution on Thanksgiving Day. There, Dr. Berman, played by the woman most responsible for getting this movie made, producer Marianne Cantor, tells Maddie that after 10 years, Todd has finally spoken up and implicated Terry in the murder. But for some reason, this info is conveyed in an inexcusably confusing voiceover.
Her position on another issue was also somewhat negative.
No more tests!
My past work with hysterical patients helped me calm her down.
Todd steps in and is like, oh wow, hey mom, happy Thanksgiving. And he gets a box of pumpkin pie from Mother Maddie. But that's no consolation for his mom not believing him about Terry being the murderer.
His world and my work.
And that pie
We're beginning to crumble.
And ain't nobody want no crumbly pie. Eat it, Wall! Meanwhile, brother Terry, again played by the same actor Mark Soper, has been living a normal life this past decade, with friends for footballing and a girlfriend for smooching.
I think I got you.
His girlfriend Karen gets a little jealous when Terry blatantly checks out his new neighbor Andrea, who's getting physical with another neighbor who's running around dressed like a goddamn taxicab. Karen, Andrea, and the taxicab lady all wind up at Thanksgiving dinner at Terry's apartment that night, where everyone shares an individual shot of forced actor laughter.
Maddie takes Thanksgiving dinner as an opportunity to announce that she and her boyfriend Brad are getting married, and Terry don't like that by the looks of it, no matter how much his milquetoast speech says otherwise.
Here's to the new family.
Oh my god, you know who that reminds me of? Eric! In the kitchen, Maddie tells Terry that she just got a call from the mental institution saying Todd has escaped.
Oh, wow. What are we supposed to do?
Well, you could start by flipping that collar down, dude. At his mother's request, Terry promises that he won't tell anyone at the dinner table that his psychotic brother just escaped.
My psychotic brother just escaped.
Damn, Terry, couldn't even keep your word till Black Friday? After dinner, Terry's busy preening himself when the doorbell rings. Waiting for him on the porch is a sleeveless dude with a gun who accosts Terry thinking it's Todd. He's with Dr. Berman from the medical institution, who tells Terry not to worry, it's just a tranquilizer gun.
What's that gun?
I just said it's a tranquilizer gun. Listen, please. Brad talks to Dr. Berman and that dude Jackie, since I guess Brad's also the manager of this apartment complex. Then Brad heads back to his office where he listens to Radio Jesus and cracks open an old-fashioned beer. The Chosen beer. He also takes out a gun from his desk and idly plays around with it. Great idea while you drink, dude. Terry taps on his office door wall with a machete, and after entering, doesn't waste a second cutting off Brad's hand. Oh, my beer! Oh man, I don't know what's better, the spurting arm or the detached hand's fingers twitching on that beer can. Either way, Brad is killed, even though it's not until later that we see his full corpse sitting in a Tuesday afternoon boredom position. Jackie the dude bro from the mental institution is out looking for Todd among the back patios when he takes a break to smoke a doob on some stranger's patio furniture. Terry approaches him, and after Jackie says he can't believe how much these twin brothers look alike, which like the doy, Terry stabs Jackie through the stomach with a machete. It's quick and painful and puts Jackie down fast, and Terry doesn't even quit chiefing that J while he does it. Give a guy a toke and this is what you get in return? Bummer. Terry walks off and heads towards the woods where Dr. B is Blair witching about looking for Todd. She doesn't like it.
I don't like this, Todd.
Eventually, Terry comes across her with his machete and charges at her in a blurry first-person attack that apparently leaves her cut in half but still alive? What? Oh man! And fun fact, remember when I said Dr. Berman was played by producer Marianne Cantor? That's only because the original actress didn't show up to set the day shooting began. This movie's a beautiful mess. As Todd arrives at the Shadow Woods apartment complex wearing a striped shirt, Terry examines the stains on his own striped shirt.
It's not cranberry sauce.
Thankfully though, he showers and changes, so we won't have two twins played by the same actor wearing similar shirts. That'd be fucking annoying. He goes over to visit Andrea while she's babysitting at another apartment, and after making herself a drink of vodka and tomato juice, she reminds Terry what her college major is.
I told you. Partying.
Apparently, she's double majoring in partying and being overly sexually aggressive, since she tries to get into Terry's pants even though he's clearly uncomfortable. Quit trying to pressure him, lady, it goes both ways. They get interrupted by this lady Julie, who was having Andrea babysit for her while she was out on a date with Christian youth John Mulaney. Terry's girlfriend Karen ends up running into Todd, and after mistaking him for her boyfriend, comes right out and tells him exactly what she wants.
I want you to make love to me.
Todd then admits who he is, which freaks Karen out, and says that he too is sexually inexperienced.
I've never kissed a girl before.
Oh yeah? Well, you really ought to try it sometime. I gotta go. Bye.
Haha, that girl be gone. She runs out to the parking lot where two dudes from the football and friend group pull up, Greg and Artie. After she tells them that Terry's crazy twin brother is around, they see Terry and Andrea leaving Julie's apartment and rush over to tell them the bad news.
Did you see him for real or are you goofing on me?
Oh, she ain't goofing on you, Scary Terry. He goes off to look for Todd, leaving everyone else behind so a poorly blocked Andrea can invite them all to her place.
Let's go back to my place. My mom's gone for the night. I got plenty of stuff. How about it?
How about what? I can't even see you. This whole time, Maddie's been having her own Thanksgiving night adventures, eating leftovers on the floor out of focus, and trying real hard to multitask. Sometimes succeeding, like when she's dialing a phone number while pouring wine, and other times failing miserably, like when she's vacuuming and drinking wine. Terry comes home and tells his mom that Todd has been spotted at Shadow Woods. She asks him to go get Brad, not knowing that her boo is dead, but always looking out for her son's climatic comfort.
Please put on a sweater. It's cold outside. The blue one.
Todd finds Dr. Berman's body in the woods, and just like all the king's horses and all the king's men, fails to put her back together again. At least he's able to loot the corpse for a gun, I guess. What, Dr. B was packing? Alright, sure. Florida, you know? Meanwhile, Julie's with her date Bill, who's played by the special effects artist responsible for all these awesomely gory kills, Ed French. He would go on to do makeup for stuff like Terminator 2, so yeah, dude's the real deal. Right now, though, the two of them are trying to choose what to drink from an array of the world's most disgusting alcohols.
Coconut liqueur. I never had a coconut liqueur.
Julie goes to, quote, slip into something more comfortable and tell her crying baby about her ultimate plans with Bill.
Mama's gonna get you a rich daddy.
But don't count your chickens too soon, Julie, because Bill answers the doorbell ring to find Terry on the stoop, and after Julie comes out in her new seductive outfit, she opens the front door to find Bill's decapitated head on the porch. He could have all the money in the world, Julie, but he won't be a good dad for your baby without a good head on his shoulders. Haha, those reactions she's making? Fuck yeah, Blood Rage. She goes to get a coat out of the closet, only for Terry to come out of nowhere and help her get her arm in that other sleeve. We cut away from them after that, but I'll wait till we see a body to put Julie on the count. Todd breaks into his mom's apartment and finds her passed out in the hallway from all that wine and turkey. He puts her to bed, and in her holiday drunken state, she mistakes him for his brother and says, "Mama wanna kiss goodnight." Alright, Mom, sure, as long as it's not weird or anything. Oh, no, see, that's weird. That's a weird mother-son kiss right there. What the fuck is going on here?
Maddie doesn't stay in bed for long though, opting instead to hop on the phone for a ridiculous sequence that the movie cuts back to like 3 or 4 different times.
I guess she's trying to reach Brad at his office, but she ends up trying to have a heart-to-heart with the operator.
My son just escaped from his school. Well, actually, he ran away. Actually, it's a mental institution.
The heart-to-heart doesn't work.
What? What number do I want?
Yeah, Maddie, the operator's just trying to do their job. They don't want to hear about your familial issues on Thanksgiving. The best part might be later when she gets the wrong number.
Hello?
Oh my God, I don't believe it. Thank God you're there.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Are you sure you got the right number? This is 473-7896.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I must
No problem.
have the wrong number.
By this point, Andrea and Greg have moved on from making out in her apartment to making out at the pool. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say making out? I meant fucking on the diving board? What?
What the fuck are you even doing anymore, Blood Rage?
You stop that.
Yeah, you stop that. They do, after Terry slashes both of them to death with his machete. And later on, we see their nude bodies piled on top of each other in the sauna, in complete defiance of the sign on the sauna door. Terry catches back up with Artie and Karen, and the boys wrestle around like they're the best of friends. Artie leaves to find Greg and Andrea to warn them about Crazy Todd running around, only to find Crazy Todd waiting for him in the backseat of his car. Todd tells Artie that he's not the crazy one, Terry is. But he doesn't make a great argument for himself when he pulls a gun on Artie and forces him over to Terry's apartment. There, Terry answers the door and finds Todd pointing the gun at him, but since Todd's not the evil twin, he runs away instead of pulling the trigger. Terry and Artie chase Todd into the woods and discover a bag full of Terry's murder weapons. And what's that red stuff all over the machete?
That isn't cranberry sauce, Artie. That is not cranberry sauce.
No, it is not. Nor is it cranberry sauce coming out of Artie's neck after Terry stabs him with that carving fork. Oh, damn. Man, that not cranberry sauce thing is so hilarious. No wonder they wanted to use it again there.
It's not cranberry sauce, Artie. It's not cranberry sauce.
Okay, now you're overdoing it though. Karen finds Terry and asks about the machete, but he explains it away in an all of a sudden Seinfeld sounding voice.
It's Todd's. He's gone totally out of his mind. He's killing people all over the complex.
What's the deal with evil twins? And with only 20 minutes left in the movie, it's the perfect time for Terry to reveal to our final girl that he's the evil twin after all.
Karen? I love you. Didn't you hear me? I said I love you.
She runs away and hides from him in a, back patio closet or something? But Karen, you're in a final girl circuit whether you like it or not, so have a dead body, namely Jackie's, hanging up in the closet. And after she gets out of that closet, Terry is waiting to molest her using Artie's body, which he just finds hilarious.
Why? Why are you doing this?
I love how she just seems annoyed by him. I would be too though, Terry sucks, even when he is casting cool shadows against the wall. Karen winds up breaking into Julie's apartment, where she finds her abandoned baby crying in the crib. Exploring the apartment further, she also finds Julie dead in a chair, with Terry pulling his machete out of her chest. No idea how Terry beat her there, or when he up and killed Julie, but it's nice to finally be able to put her on the count, you know? Karen runs away and finds herself stuck between neurotic freaked out Todd and scary confident killer Terry, who stare each other down in ISO shots, since again, same actor playing them. In one of the few artistic shots of this movie, Terry and his bloody machete find Karen hiding behind a dresser, but she's able to hit him with the phone, dick, then grab Julie's orphaned baby and flee the building. As she runs away, with Terry's Saturday night strutting after her, Maddie takes a break from her phone combos with strangers to discover a few things. First, Terry's bloody shirt in the trash, and then the bloody corpse of her fiance Brad in his office. Oh, and when he falls to the desk, his head splits open? That is incredible right there. She takes the gun that Brad had in his desk and makes a promise to her lover's corpse.
I'm gonna make everything all right.
Karen and the baby wind up in the pool room, and when Terry follows her in there, Karen once again reacts to his presence with more annoyance than anything else.
Oh, God.
She goes to the locker room and hides the baby underneath the sink, Jamie Lloyd style, before Terry jumps out and slashes her shoulder. That sends her running back into the pool room, where a fake Shemp Todd stands there pointing a gun at Terry after he follows Karen out of the locker room. The two characters take turns being played by Mark Soper in their various reverse shots until they wind up in the pool having a brotherly bout of drown the other twin. After Terry claims victory and climbs out on the other end of the pool, Mama Maddie walks in, still wearing her bathrobe, and raises that gun at her son. She fires, hitting him in the chest at first, with her second shot finding a home in his head. Then she just keeps firing. Damn, she really wants to put him down. And she does. Terry falls into the pool and bleeds out / drowns to death. Unless maybe someone just spilled cranberry sauce into the pool. Hey, is that cranberry sauce?
It's not cranberry sauce.
Oh, okay, just checking. Maddie comforts her still living son with caresses and words of love as Karen retrieves the baby from that Drano cabinet. Christ, it looks like Maddie and her son are about to make out. Don't you think so, Karen?
Oh God, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. You're the bestest. You're the bestest.
I mean, what's a good horror movie without a major Oedipal complex, right? But turns out Maddie's got the hots for the wrong twin.
Just us, Terry.
Yeah, son, she thinks she shot and killed Todd and was looking forward to a life with her favorite son, Terry. I got some bad news for you, Maddie.
I'm Todd. I'm Todd.
We get the best, most appropriately batshit ending to this movie when both mother and son start screaming that they're Todd. Karen's not Todd, so she gets the hell out of there, as Mama Maddie Todd points Brad's desk gun right at her head. She fires it off screen and the gun slides into the gore, even though, like, shouldn't it have come from the same direction as the blood? Whatever, it doesn't matter. The movie ends with Todd looking over his shoulder at his dead mom, and the shot needlessly turning into a freeze frame and a fade to black. Were there enough kills in this movie to satiate your Thanksgiving Day appetite? Let's find out and get to the kills. But first, what's this? What's this right here? That is cranberry sauce, Artie. That is cranberry sauce. 11 people died in Blood Rage, which is nearly enough to have a separate kids table. The victims included 7 men, 4 women, and apparently 1 Todd, if Mama Maddie's final words are to be believed. How's this pie chart look for a Thanksgiving dessert? With a runtime of 82 minutes, we had a kill on average every 7.45 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Brad, not only for the kill, but also for his hilarious final line.
Well, look what the cat brought in.
You've got the stumpy blood spurt, the severed can-crushing hand, it's all so great. Plus, the shot of his exposed brain split in half. That is beautiful work by Ed French. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Greg, who got slashed and fell into a pool. Did he drown? Did Terry fish him back out to kill him for good? All we can say with certainty is that he died naked. And that's it. Blood Rage was filmed in 1983, but not released until '87, when the slasher subgenre was already on the decline. It's a lesser-known horror movie, but I highly recommend it for an insane and gory good time. Tomorrow we'll finish up the Evil Dead series, but until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this Thanksgiving Kill Count. I want to thank a couple of patrons like Simeon Trombitas and Brian Salcido. I also want to keep thanking patrons who have been with me for over a year. People like Jeff Heerding, Craig Joftis, Jacob Rodriguez, and longtime fan Rachel Billingsley. Thanksgiving weekend was officially my first weekend doing YouTube full time. For everyone who's been there since then and who have found me since, thank you so much for watching the channel. You are all what I'm truly thankful for. All right, happy Thanksgiving. Be good people.